Personality. Everybody has one. We love to take tests which determine our personality types because it helps to satisfy our inherent need for self-identification. We bring up our personality types in everyday conversation to explain the habits we may have formed or the actions we did or didn't take. But what if I told you that your personality type may make you have a higher propensity to become incredibly wealthy? You're watching Wealthy Buddha, and today we're diving into the question of whether or not your personality affects your chances of making the big bucks. Many modern and traditional studies in psychology point to 5 basic dimensions of personality. These are commonly known as the Big 5 personality traits, and they're the results of researchers spending years trying to pin them down as a way of analyzing people's behavior. The Big 5 personality traits are listed as follows. Openness. Openness, also referred to as openness to experience, is a characteristic that includes imagination and insight. People who are high in openness tend to have a broad range of interests. They are curious about the world and other people and are eager to learn new things and enjoy new experiences. People who are high in this personality trait also tend to be more adventurous and creative. Think of that person who's always ordering the most exotic thing on the menu, going to new places, and always having new interests. Conversely, people low in this trait tend to dislike change and resist new ideas. They are often much more traditional and may struggle with abstract thinking or theoretical concepts. Conscientiousness. Among each of the personality traits, conscientiousness is one defined by high levels of thoughtfulness, good impulse control, and goal-directed behaviors. Highly conscientious people tend to be organized and mindful of details. They plan ahead, spend time preparing, and finish important tasks right away. They also tend to think about how their behavior affects others and are mindful of deadlines. Someone scoring lower in this personality trait is less structured and less organized. They sometimes make messes and don't take care of things as well. They also may procrastinate to get things done, sometimes missing deadlines completely. Extroversion. Extroversion is a trait which is characterized by excitability, sociability, talkativeness, assertiveness, and high amounts of emotional expressiveness. People high in extroversion are outgoing and tend to gain energy in social situations. They enjoy being the center of attention, starting conversations, and meeting new people. Being around others helps them feel energized and excited. People who are low in this personality trait are referred to as introverted. These people tend to be more reserved. They have less energy to expend in social settings, and social events can feel draining. They dislike making small talk and carefully think things through before speaking. Introverts often require a period of solitude and quiet in order to recharge. Agreeableness. The agreeableness personality trait includes attributes such as trust, altruism, kindness, affection, and other pro-social behaviors. People who are high in agreeableness tend to be more cooperative. They have a great deal of interest in other people and feel high amounts of empathy and concern for others. They assist those who are in need of help and enjoy contributing to the happiness of other people. Those low in agreeableness tend to be more competitive. They take little interest in others and don't care too much about how other people feel. They sometimes may even manipulate others to get what they want from them. Neuroticism. Neuroticism is a personality trait characterized by sadness, moodiness, and emotional instability. Those who are high in neuroticism tend to get upset easily and worry about many different things. They may experience dramatic shifts in mood and struggle to bounce back after stressful events. Anxiety, irritability, and sadness are common among those high in neuroticism. Those low in this personality trait tend to be more stable and emotionally resilient. They don't worry too much, deal well with stress, and rarely feel sad or depressed. Researchers have found that the Big 5 personality traits are remarkably universal. One study that looked at people from more than 50 different cultures found that these 5 traits could be accurately used to describe personality across the board. Many psychologists now believe that the 5 personality traits are not only universal, but that they also have biological origins. Research suggests that both biological and environmental influences play a role in shaping our personalities. One study of the genetic and environmental foundations of the 5 traits looked at 123 pairs of identical twins and 127 pairs of fraternal twins. The findings suggested that the heritability of each trait was 53% for extroversion, 41% for agreeableness, 44% for conscientiousness, 41% for neuroticism, and 61% for openness. Longitudinal studies also suggest that the Big 5 personality traits tend to be relatively stable over the course of adulthood, although maturation may have a slight impact on people's traits as they age. So what does all of this mean in terms of personal finance? A study published in 2022 from the German Institute for Economic Research and the University of Munster analyzed data from the validated personality tests of 20,000 sampled individuals in the German Socioeconomic Panel, which is an ongoing household-based study of thousands of people in Germany that began in 1984. More than 1,000 of these sampled individuals were millionaires, either self-made or inherited. The study found that millionaires, especially self-made ones, tend to have substantially lower neuroticism and agreeableness, as well as higher openness, extroversion, and conscientiousness than the general population. The millionaires also tended to be more risk-tolerant, which was a specific trait they had analyzed alongside the Big 5. Inherited millionaires were shown to have similar personality profiles, but they were less pronounced than those millionaires who were self-made. Perhaps this is because inherited millionaires may biologically share some traits with their endowers, who could have been self-made millionaires themselves before passing along their fortunes. So there you have it, the ideal personality type for someone to have in order to accumulate massive amounts of wealth. It's important to note that these are the results of a single study, and certainly not an end-all be-all to determine whether you'll be financially successful. With consistent effort and just the right amount of good luck, anyone can become a self-made millionaire. For example, while tech billionaire Elon Musk may be known to have high levels of openness and conscientiousness, he's also known to be quite introverted. But that didn't stop him from becoming the richest person on the planet. So don't fret if your personality doesn't exactly line up with the one outlined in this video. Your personality is a big part of what makes you you, and the world needs all types of people in order to have a functional society. The most important thing is that you approach every day as a new opportunity to grow or learn something, and we hope you learned something by watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and from all of us here at Wealthy Buddha, thanks for watching.